Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Pilipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Starting at guard, playing in his 11th season in the PBA. From Ibaan, Batangas, number 33, Wami Tiongson. Also at guard is the PBA 49th season Philippine Cup Finals MVP. From Iloilo, number 39, Jericho Cruz. At forward, the Beermen's second-best local rebounder last season with his 5.5 a game. From Tabaco Albay, number 91, Rodney Prandial. Also at forward from Ilocos Sur, number 13, Marcial Lassiter. And at center, one of the PBA's 50 greatest players from Pinamungahan, Cebu, number 15, Junmar Fajardo. Head coach of the Beermen is Leo Austria. And now, let's meet the starting five for your Phoenix Fuel Masters! Starting at guard, a member of the PBA Press Score All-Rookie Team for PBA Season 47. From San Fernando, La Union, number 19, Tyler Teo. Also at guard from Davao City, number 7, Francis Escandor. At center from Bicol, number 55, Yusef Zaha. At forward is a mythical second team member 2 seasons ago from Pangasinan, number 3, Jason Perkins. And also at forward, the runner-up for Rookie of the Year honors last season from Ilocos Norte, number 1, Kai Palongay. Head coach of the Fuel Masters is Willie Wilson.
Fight to rise. Who will get their first W? Your PBA's 50th season, Tiongson, Cruz, Fajardo, Brondial, and Lassiter for SMB, Tio, Escandor, Taha, Perkins, and Balungay for Phoenix. Coach Leo Austria, veteran head coach, against Coach Willie Wilson in his second game as head coach here in the PBA. I'm sure he wants to be like Coach Ronald Tubit, get that first win out of the way quickly.
Well, definitely, we know that he's not going to be a first-time head coach here in the PBA. He already had his something like an OIC job about how many years ago.
This is a fairly tall lineup for the Phoenix Fuel Masters. You have Taha at the 5, Perkins at the 4, Balungay at the 3, and he will be matched up against Marcio Lassiter. Instead, it is Tyler Teo going all the way, slicing up the defense and scoring the first bucket of this game.
You like how they executed that one. They made sure that there was an open lane for Tyler Teo for the first 2 points.
Taha kicks it out to Marcio. They swing it to Tiongson. Now it is Brondial against Balungay. Good hands coming from Perkins. It leads to a takeaway. Crossover. Tyler. Another layup is good.
Wow, you just see the quickness of Tyler Teo. The dribble, the quick first step, and the finish for Tyler.
Tiongson with a crossover. 2 generations of Ateneo point guards might have Drag the pivot foot there. Gets away with a traveling violation, but ends up with a miss. Dio now to Escandor. Takes a 3. Won't work. Back tap coming from Perkins as they will get a fresh 14. Dio uses the screen. Kicks it to Perkins. Goes deep. Tap from behind coming from Junmar as they complete the stop. Wow, very cheap foul to give up this early, especially from an important big, like Perkins, as he gets tagged with a personal.
Well, you know, welcome development really for Phoenix to be getting a lot of big men for this conference or for this year. As you see, Jericho Cruz hitting the first 3 points right here for the San Miguel Beermen.
Tyler, his kick out pass lands with Escandor. Perkins now has it. Posting up against Brondial. Double team comes. Good pass to Escandor. Extra pass. Balungay goes reverse. 3
like that
buckets
pass
for
right
Phoenix,
there.
all
That's
inside the
right.
paint.
You know how Escandor was able to see that cut of Kai Balungay underneath.
And we all know that Perkins is an able passer coming off the double team. He is used to those situations. Set shot won't work. Balungay taps it over to Tyler, who will push. Theo goes on the quick attack, changes his mind. Kicks it out now to Escandor. Balungay swings it to Perkins. Jumper, no. Put back won't work either. Another attempt. This time it is Taha. All buckets in the shaded area for the Field Masters.
Now, what about Balungay? Now, keeping that ball alive, going for that offensive rebound. He's been working on it. We pointed it out that he only had 3 rebounds the last time out. He's got 2 right now.
SMB trying to work to get a touch for Fajardo inside. Instead, it is a handoff for Tiongson. But he will miss the outside shot. Theo using the 2 screens. Now Perkins back to his guard. 13 seconds in the shot clock. They ball screen up top. That's just a little too deep. An attempt coming from Tyler. First block of the matchup for Fajardo.
You see that smash coming from Tyler. I'm not going to be able to do it 2 times in a row. This time going to the right. The timing was there. Junmar had a great block.
Oh, Taha faces up and hits that mid-range look. That could be an important shot for Phoenix, and it will attract the defense of Junmar. SMB now calling their first time out of the matchup as Phoenix gets the jump on them, 10-3, as we take this quick break.
Pwede kayo magpakita dito para di ba ano? Dahil sinado lang dito, okay? At this is Scandor, pwede kayo magpakita. Just in case, solo, visualize guys, pwede ano. Okay, mag-drop the ball, drop down. Guys, we have to move on now, okay? Now, we're trying to get to the ball to the post. Guys, okay? Mahirap. Okay, pero dahan-dahan kayo. Talaga hanapin nyo na. Okay, mag-out. Sinasabihan nyo.
You are also watching the 50th season of the PBA here on PBA Rush and the Pilipinas Live app. Turnovers, fast break points, disparity, and points off turnovers. For Coach Lea, those were the biggest culprits of their loss against the NLEX Showed Warriors. He admitted the team looked complacent and lacked the energy that they needed, something that simply cannot happen, especially in a conference where every team seems more balanced. But for Coach Leo, he also sees that loss as a wake-up call and maybe even a blessing in disguise, something that they can learn from early in this conference. Now against Phoenix, he is emphasizing 2 things: consistent energy from everyone on the floor and collective defense, especially against a team stacked with offensive threats. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you for that report, Bea. Offensive rebounding now becoming a problem for SMB as they've allowed 4 from the side of Phoenix, who have led throughout this matchup so far. Now enjoying their biggest advantage at 7 points, 10-3. Marcio gets a switch. Bump coming from Kai Balungay.
little too tough was that block right there. Some reactions coming from the bench of Phoenix. But that was going to be a foul called on Kai.
Good pass inside, easiest bucket of the game. Well, so far, as they found Junmar down low.
That was great execution from the red shirts. First 2 points for Junmar Fajardo here in this ball game.
Escandor has it, uses the screen from Taha. Francis, hounded by Tiongson. Taha gets a touch outside. Tio uses the screen, pulls up from deep. No good. And this will be a completed stop for the Beermen. A 2-on-1. Jericho just floats it up. Fajardo, easy pickings.
Very unselfish was Jericho Cruz. He could have gone for the layup right there, but he wanted this big man involved in the offense. 4 points right now for our 9-time MVP.
Back-to-back hits for the Beermen as they cut their deficit down to 3. Taha facing up. He's an able passer from that distance. Instead, they go down low. Balungay to the fadeaway jumper. Beautiful stroke for Kai.
You know, something that he has really worked on is playing back to the basket. It's a great move right there for Kai Balungay.
Back to a 5-point advantage. 7:23 left in the first quarter. Kick out pass from Marcio. Attacks the closeout. But Jericho loses the ball and the takeaway is complete for Phoenix. Tyler Teo using the Taha screen. Now Perkins will swing it to Kai. Balungay with it. Now Teo. 8 in the shot clock. Pull-up jumper. No good. Bit short for Ty. Still a 5-point lead here. 12-7. Perkins. Ooh, got caught there. That will not result to 2 free throws. That was a rip-through move coming from Junmar, but unfortunately, that will be the second personal foul of Jason Perkins.
You know, that was how big his first foul was in the first 30 seconds of the ball game. Right now, there's going to be a legit foul, but he's got to be pulled out of this game. He can't get his third foul here in the first quarter.
And Junmar is so good at that when he feels like your hand is out of position. It just wraps you up. Gets you to commit a foul. As Phoenix will be missing one of their key weapons on offense, with Perkins having to sit.
That's going to be the 4th foul right now for Phoenix Fuel Masters. With still 6:40 remaining, they can't get into early foul trouble here in the first quarter.
Baseline drive to the turnaround, too strong. And Santos throws it to the wrong man. Brondial turns garbage into gold. Approaching the midway mark of our first quarter. Good battle so far. Tyler attacking again. Kicks it out. Santos to Escandor. Second attempt. This time, he drains it from downtown.
And he's not hesitating those kinds of shots. Francis Escandor. That's a nice looking jumper right there. Makes it a 6-point lead for Phoenix.
Left unsigned by the Rainiers Shine Elasto Painters. Picked up quickly by the Fuel Masters. The 3 won't work. The ball will stay with SMB. Fajardo has it. Marcio, open 3. No good. Phoenix quickly on the attack. Fuel Masters looking for an early ball screen. Caperal has a stroke from there, and he will also make a 3.
You called it right. He was all squared up. And it's not going to be hesitating those kinds of shots. The 6'8" Prince Caperal is back here in the lead.
And his release is fairly quick for someone his size. And those will be important weapons. Jericho looking for his second 3. He gets it.
Jericho Cruz has got 6 points. Keeping San Miguel at bay here in the first quarter.
Hook pass to Caperal. Open again. 3-point shot. Not this time. 7 minutes already gone here in the first quarter. Tiongson looking to get involved in the offense, and he will hit the 3. Lackluster defense coming from Phoenix. As no one was communicating, they just left a deadly shooter like Wami Tiongson wide open from downtown. Look at this, no one close to him. 3-point shot is brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook, and it'll lead to this timeout. The Phoenix Fuel Masters, they still lead though, 18-15 against SMB.
Okay, Richie. Now, we're in wall 2. If they go to Junmar in the post, we don't have to double. Because I'm going to be there. Got it? Let's go.
After 2 passes, go to man, ha? Hey, you can't double, okay? Pakita tayo dito once you get the ball. Okay?
Wami Chongson, only 7 points and 3 assists against the NLEX Road Warriors. But now, getting that first bucket early should be good for his confidence.
Well, you know, he struggled a bit in that game against NLEX. Only had 25% from three-point range. He'll be working on that, but he'll be lifted here in this first quarter as Chris Rosales is brought in by the San Miguel Beermen.
3-point shooting, 3 of 6 for SMB, 2 of 5 for Phoenix. As we have substitutions coming in, Richie Rivero and Evan Nelly. Good early drive, but Rivero could not hit the rim on the layup. Trollano entering the ballgame for the first time. Quick attack, but Jericho leaves the layup short. Quickly to the other side, Nelly with those screens. Good pass, and that slam dunk is there for Balungay.
That's what you want with those cuts of Kai Balungay, because when he gets it inside, that's what you see, a slammer jammer from Kai.
20-15 is the count. A 5-point lead for Phoenix. Trollano against the smaller Evan Nelly. They go inside to Brondial. He has the size against Santos. Kick out pass. Will this be the third 3? No, it won't. Rebound for Kai. Caperal stops. Issues a handoff to Richie. Rivero to Caperal. He will attempt one more time. That is 2 for 3 from downtown for Prince Caperal.
You know, the big men of Phoenix are playing very well here in the first quarter.
Again, attracting the defense of Junmar Fajardo, forcing him to step out. Mid-range jumper, cup of tea for Chris Rosales.
All part of a day's work. The jumper coming from Chris Rosales.
Oh, but a quick attack on the other side coming from Richie Rivero. He caught the defense napping for the San Miguel Beermen.
A lot of early offense being shown by Phoenix here with still 3 and 11. They've already scored 25 big points.
Trollano. Oh, miscommunication there. Good recovery though on defense. Brian Santos. Last line of defense as Richie is fouled by Brondial on that Pinoy step attempt.
A lot of running being shown by Phoenix here in this first quarter. A lot of big men running, but you like this pass right here, and nobody's going to stop Kai Balungay once he's there inside the paint.
And because you respect the three-point shooting, the mid-range shooting of Prince Caperal, no Junmar Fajardo in that vicinity, leaving it wide open for that Kai Balungay dunk. Richie Rivero converting on that first free throw. 8 points, 3 rebounds. But now really starting off aggressively as he came off the bench for the Fuel Masters. Kai Balungay exits. Matthew Daves comes in for him as Coach Willie Wilson really doing a good job of shuffling players in and out, making sure that he has fresh legs on the floor.
And you know, a lot of defensive looks being shown by Phoenix. They're doing a 1-2-2 that changes into a man-to-man defense. It's going to be a long one right here.
Defense went under. Recovery. 3-point shot short coming from Rosales. As the ball will go now to Phoenix. Both teams employing second units. Here in the final 2.5 of your first quarter. They go up top. What a pass!
Oh!
Unfortunate miss coming from Richie. CJ. To Kahilig, they swing it. Rosales, same spot. Still a miss for him. Good cut though, Rosales. hits the reverse.
Now he's got 4 points off the bench. Chris Rosales, the veteran. But still an 8-point lead right here. 2 minutes exactly remaining here in the first quarter.
Brian Santos hands it off to Rivero. There's a switch now. Prince Caperal to Evan Nelly. A bit too close for comfort as Rosales issues a foul.
I like the ball movement being done by Phoenix. How they're making the stops, getting the rebounds. Another change in big men right here as Prince Caperal is going to be given a rest. And back here in this ball game with 4 points is Taha.
Evan Nelly against Rosales. You have 10 to work with on the shot clock. Nelly to Taha. A swipe. Recovery from Yusef. He attacks, misses. And that will be a stop for SMB. Forward pass to Trollano. Don to CJ. Up and under on the layup.
Aerial acrobats right there being defended by Richie Rivero. Great finish coming from CJ Perez.
He's more aerodynamic with his hairstyle.
Right
let's
now,
wait to bring with him up. Last time I saw him with that haircut, he was playing for Team B of Ateneo. For those who don't know, he actually saw
That's
action
right.
in the Team B of Ateneo for a very, very short while. Unfortunately, it never led to a UAAP stint for CJ, as that will be a turnover. Perez has it now. Won't rush it. Waiting for his teammates. Now all of a sudden goes on the attack. Back-to-back hits for CJ.
Grabe, no? CJ Perez. He's just so unstoppable when he puts that ball down.
12 on the shot clock for Phoenix. Evan Nelly uses the Taha screen. Almost traveling violation. Nelly gets it back. 2 to shoot. They go inside. Another good stop for the San Miguel Beermen. Trollano on the run. Block. Recovers. Misses. Brian Santos completes a stop, and now Phoenix will settle for the final shot of this first quarter.
That was very good transition defense right there coming from Phoenix. Below the 10 seconds right now. Who's going to finish it for Phoenix? Fuel Master.
Richie attacks middle. Rivero could not bank it home, and that will be the end of our first quarter of action. Phoenix got a hot start, but the second unit of the San Miguel Beermen battling back, making sure they will not be that far behind. A 27-23 at the end of our first 12 minutes of action in favor of the Fuel Masters.
Last shot natin yun, hindi kailangan guys. Unless there's a zone layup. Okay? Now, it's all about pick and roll. Okay? If there's a pick and roll, guys, nag-show, inside, kailangan headpunot. You don't care. Ako makachit sa labas, huwag lang yung layup. Okay? Nag-keep it on. Good show, good defense. Okay? But guys,
CJ Perez playing only 4 minutes in their last game, still trying to get his conditioning back. But you saw what happened already. Coming from the second unit, immediately making an impact is CJ here in their second game as he sent it over to Bea.
Just a quick update on CJ Perez. After nursing a grade 3 ankle sprain that he sustained while playing for Gilas Pilipinas, CJ is now close to full recovery according to PT Edward. Now, while there is still a bit of discomfort, the swelling on his right ankle is gone, allowing him to log in more minutes for the Beermen tonight. While speaking to CJ, being one of the key players for SMB, he is definitely eager to make up for their loss, which for him means playing with urgency on the defensive end and slowly getting himself back in rhythm on offense. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you for that report, Bea. CJ will stay on the floor alongside Chris Rosales, Don Trollano, Mo Tautua, and Drake Hilig as the five for Coach Leo.
Back here in this ball game, Tyler Teo.
He lost a bit of form in terms of having their starting point guard. Turnovers here and there for Phoenix, leaving the door open for SMB to bridge the gap an inch closer here in the first quarter. Trollano to CJ. He will attempt from downtown. Won't work. Might be a foul against Richie.
Well, Drake Kahili got the inside track for that rebound right there. What Coach Willie Wilson is saying, that could have been a let go right there because it was already a long shot. Nobody had the advantage anyway. So that's why there will be a warning on the part of the white shirts.
But it has been frustration building up for Richie because he's sensing he's not getting the calls when he goes on the attack. Now all of a sudden tagged with a loose ball foul. Let's see how this play will develop as Richie will be whistled for another one on that drive from CJ.
Well, yeah, at this point, he's got to keep his focus in the ball game because he's playing very well. That's going to be called the second foul for Richie Rivero. Well, 2 free throws will be given to CJ Perez. And just like what I'm saying, Richie will just have to inhale a bit, recover from this call, so play above what the referees are calling because he's playing so well.
James Quecote checks in for the first time. And fresh trade right before the season started. Exchange was for Ato Ular, with Phoenix sensing that they need playmaking, shot creation coming from Quecote just a little bit more. As the lead is down to just 2 now. Manganti getting an opportunity to play here in the second quarter. Matthew Daves against Tautua. Taha looking for a friend. Handoff to Tyler. Taha inside the extra pass. Gorgeous play there coming from Taha. Sending it to Daves for 2.
A lot of touches for Yusef Taha in that play. And then again, I thought he had that 2 points, but had to give it up. A very good idea for Yusef Taha.
He is an above average passer. This time around, he will be tagged with a foul. 2 free throws coming up for Tautua.
It's also a very good matchup. Talking about Taha and Tautua.
Second set of free throws for SMB here in the second quarter. And their second unit definitely performing better than their opening 5. But when it comes to SMB, really, the second unit could be the first 5 of any other team.
You just
that's how strong they are.
Anyone can start the ball game. Anybody can finish the ball game. Anybody can take the shot in end game. Every time we talk about the San Miguel Beermen.
If you have a mythical team player in CJ Perez coming from the second unit. Of course, because he's not yet 100%, as reported by Miss Bea. Tyler Teo. Jumper is good. Again, he just has a certain sense of balance that can calm down his squad.
Well, his shots come from those dribbles. You have to read his dribble. You don't know when he's going to be attacking you or taking the jumper. That's a skill level of a Tyler Teo.
Uses the screen from Taha on the horns. Now Daves has it. They go down low. Pass is off though. Not expected by Taha on the bounce.
A little too wide was that pass right there. Yusef Taha stealing almost all the time. That is a very good trait of a big man. You want to get the ball underneath and let the defense work against you.
Kahilig attacking, kicks it out. 9 to work with for Trollano. Now Tautua goes on the attack, the crossover, locates Chris Rosales, short. But the ball, according to the referee, will stay on the side of SMB with a fresh 14. SMB tried to steal a quick bucket. Won't be successful. Step back 3 for CJ. No good. Daves recovers. Tyler using those 2 screens. Goes for the leaner. And he gets the friendly bounce.
That's a very tough shot right there over the outstretched arms of Mo Tautua. Back to a 6-point lead for the Fuel Masters.
Strong start coming from Tyler Teo. He opened the scoring for Phoenix with back-to-back buckets in the first quarter. Now, leading their offense once again. Rosales, sneaky play, gets a reverse to bite.
This guy is playing very well. He's got 6 points off the bench and has been attacking. You like how he really penetrates.
Tyler, mid-range jumper this time, too strong. As a foul will be called.
A lot of pushing and shoving underneath. Yusef Taha, Chris Rosales.
Rosales will be called a foul. As the ball will stay on their side.
No, he was not allowing Taha actually to go for that ball by pulling down his left arm. Matthew Daves, Yusef Taha going to the bench. Another set of big men right here for Coach Willie Wilson.
Now it is the rookie Miller tasked to stay in front of Tyler Teo. There's a switch now. Manganti attacks middle. Manganti will earn him a couple of free throws.
One thing going for Phoenix is they've really been going for the driving lanes here in this basketball game. If there's some switch and they perceive it as a mismatch, they really keep on attacking. That's a lot of old school basketball. Put that ball down and attack the defense of the big man as Sean Manganti makes his first free throw.
Chris Miller, 6'2". Good shooting. First round pick for the San Miguel Beermen. 2 for 2. Clean free throws for Manganti, extending their lead to 6. Still, second unit stays on the floor for the San Miguel Beermen. Look at that move coming from CJ. And boy, you're right. He's close to being 100% with a move like that.
You know, he's just so smooth every time he does that kind of an attack, CJ Perez.
Caperal has 2 threes already. Will he get the third? Yes, he will.
That looked good. That ball fake. And then I thought he was going to be going for that ball reversal.
Nope.
He was all squared up for that jumper.
Oh, not this game. As Caperal has the green light to take those threes against the SMB defense. Tyler Teo to Caperal for 3. Almost just a bit short. Still a good look for Prince. Miller with the size advantage with solid defense coming from Tyler. Roliano to Kahilig now. That will be a traveling violation. Another forced turnover coming from the Fuel Masters.
A little indecisive is the offense of San Miguel Beermen. On the other side, about 10 seconds before that, I thought it was already a mismatch for Miller to have gone and attack the defense of Tyler Teo.
3-point shot brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Third one delivered by Prince Caperal in this matchup. Yeah, checking back with our last game for Phoenix, they had a total of 6 3-point conversions in that game versus TNT. Almost another layup coming from Tyler Teo, but he will have the chance to score from the stripe.
Well, one thing that San Miguel will have to work on here in the second half, or maybe here in the midpoint of the second quarter, is how they're going to be closing out. It seems so easy for the offense of Phoenix to be attacking on their closeouts, as Tyler Teo again tries to make these 2 free throws.
Missing on the first is Tyler Teo, 12 points, 2 assists, 7 attempts only in their first game, and you best believe that he will get a lot more than that here against the San Miguel Beermen. As we see the re-entry of Jason Perkins, he was afforded a bit more time of rest to take care of those 2 fouls, because Phoenix is doing well as a squad, still up here by 7 points, could be 8, courtesy of Tyler Teo, and that is exactly what he delivers with the back end of his free throws.
And that is really part of the game plan, to make him take more attempts here in this ball game.
Already 8 shot attempts. Good pass inside, but a defense recovery coming from Kwekutey. Another turnover forced by the defense of Phoenix. They go down low. Easy bucket coming from Kai Balungay as he just ran to the other side left all alone. Double-digit advantage for Phoenix, 41-31.
You know, he's such an exciting big man here in the PBA, Kai Balungay. Here he is, one-on-one defense. That's something that he has to work on. How to play the big man of the opposing team without getting any help.
Coach Willie Wilson saying that Mo Tautua used his elbow to create space. The referee saying it was instead of foul drawn by Tautua for this bonus free throw coming up.
You know, Mo Tautua can say that, hey, Willie, you know, these were the things that you were doing when you were playing. Now you know we learned from you. That's just a great move right there from Mo Tautua.
41-34. As Tyler gets the hard show coming from Mo. There's an opening. Perkins inside. Foul committed by Marcio. And that is a tough recovery on defense when you try to run up on a point guard, because you're leaving someone like Perkins open, especially when you have a smart and timely passer in that ball screen situation.
And then, you know, that's exactly what Phoenix has been doing right here, you know. Every time they feel that there's a blitz or there's a switch coming along, somebody really just rolls inside the paint, and they've been getting a lot of points, talking about Phoenix Fuel Masters.
Second free throw good for Perkins, extending their lead back up to 9, 6.5 left in your second quarter.
A lot of difference from how they played against TNT here, at least here in the second quarter or in the first half of this ball game. Totally different Phoenix Fuel Masters.
CJ lost the ball, taken away by Kwekotay. James on the move, on the attack. The pass connects deep, but still a bucket for Kai Balungay, and he will force another timeout coming from the San Miguel Beermen, as this is now the biggest lead of the ball game for the Phoenix Fuel Masters. They're going on the run at any given opportunity, and they're finding the looks. Unselfish plays from the Fuel Masters leaves them an 11-point advantage, 45-34. Timeout, Coach Leo.
The problem natin, guys, every time they have the ball, they try to run. So everybody should just
Kai Balungay is certainly a
Sa lahat ng
gem.
Braves fans dyan, Purple Nation, sana magpakita po tayo sa game namin sa October.
$11 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals in their last game against TNT. Now doing a lot of damage already here in this matchup for the Fuel Masters as they enjoy an 11-point lead, 45-34. We send it over to Baya for this report.
Kai Balungay has the tough task tonight of guarding 9-time MVP Junmar Fajardo. While after gaining experience from past conferences, Kai knows just how dominant Junmar can be. And as he shared, when you take away one aspect of his game, he still has so much more at the back of his pocket. That is why for Kai, the focus tonight is on forcing Junmar to become more of a passer and keeping him out of the paint as much as possible. Well, he admits it's going to be both a physical and mental challenge. But with the guidance of Coach Willie Wilson, who is very familiar with Junmar's game, Kai says it's all about making the Kraken as uncomfortable as possible on the floor. Gentlemen.
Well, you can say that Coach Willie Wilson made many people uncomfortable when he was defending them back in his PBA stint. So that is the type of mentality that is required on defense to get minutes here for the Fuel Masters. A miss on the stripe from Junmar. Can't get himself going just yet in this matchup. So good job so far from the Bigs of Phoenix.
You know, something going for Phoenix Fuel Masters here in this ball game. is the timing of those extra passes. No? Just a lot of unselfish basketball we're seeing here from the white shirts.
Perkins, cross-court pass. Evanelli wide open. The three-point shot won't work though. Junmar towers for the rebound, and now CJ is on the push. Perez on the attack, and he backs it home. Just relentless, putting his head down and attacking all the way.
And those are very tough shots being finished by CJ Perez here in this second quarter, as we see this very nice jumper coming from the hefty lefty Jason Perkins.
Favorite shot, mid-range look coming from Perkins. Miller will try from downtown. That is way off. But Junmar saves the day with the offensive rebound. Lassiter has a size advantage. Goes to fall away jumper, no good. Evanelli with the board. Precute to Perkins, all the way for two with a foul.
That is just picture perfect fast break right there. Precute not forcing the shot, went for the secondary break. Who was that guy? That was Jason Perkins. Forward pass, extra pass right here, and the finish from Jason Perkins.
Quite simply, I don't think the San Miguel Beer defense is prepared for the kind of speed that Phoenix is playing with here in the first half.
That's right. You know, just a lot of forward passes, less dribbling, a lot of extra passes underneath, choosing their shots, not going for all the outside shots is finished.
4:45 left in our second quarter. As the veteran RJ Azul back in the ball game, they leave Marcio open though. Can't do that as he converts from downtown.
Marcio Lassiter has not lost a single touch in all his years here in the PBA.
Still a 10-point lead though. Nelly to the corner. RJ Azul can't leave him open as well, but he misses the corner look. CJ relentless attacking, and he will earn a couple more free throws.
You talk about aggressiveness, you talk about CJ Perez. Coming off the bench, he's been really attacking the defense of Phoenix.
Look at this casual pass as no one was in the vicinity of Marcio Lassiter. This three-point shot is brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook. CJ making sure that the warm-up, the first game performance of 4 minutes is already in the past, as it's back to his usual here against the Fuel Masters.
Well, it seems like he has really recovered from that injury, but not on that second free throw. But you talk about the speed, that's going to be a violation. Yeah, he knew that he was going to miss that free throw.
And that will lead us into a timeout for the Phoenix Fuel Masters. They're up by 9, 49-40 heading into this break.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears.
Young guy already doing damage here in the first half of action, and he has scored in a variety of ways. Just making himself available, knowing the timing of the cuts, knowing his position inside, and it has led to easy buckets down low for this tremendous athlete.
Well, you know, you talk about somebody who's part of the future of the PBA. You talk about Kai Balungay. He doesn't want to play the number 5 position. Why not? He's perfect at playing the number 4 here in the PBA.
Balungay leading his squad with 10 points. Tyler Tio right behind with 9. Alongside Prince Caperal, 3 threes for the big man. As they're spreading the wealth. The Fuel Masters on the other side of the bench player, CJ Perez, the only guy in double digits for SMB. Hazul gets the handoff. Now Balungay could not find an open lane to pass it to Perkins. Hazul with it. 3 to score. Hazul gets the layup to fall off the bank.
Well, he's not the fastest, but definitely he's got experience going for him. That's RJ Azul.
The wily veteran sinking that bucket. And now another stop for the Fuel Masters. 51-40, looking to re-establish their biggest lead of the game, or perhaps get their biggest. And it is there. A three-point conversion coming from Evan Nelly, and it will force this 30-second timeout coming from the San Miguel Beermen. It is all pace for Phoenix here in the first half.
You know, it's not all about the big men of Phoenix. The last 2 points, the last 5 points, I should say, came from the guards. First, it was RJ. Now it's Evan Nelly with the three-point shot.
And everyone with the license to shoot from Coach Willie Wilson. That was just a pull-up three on the secondary break. As Evan Nelly had 9 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals in his Phoenix debut. But it feels like he fits right in to the system of the Fuel Masters.
14-point lead right now. 3.5 minutes. You know, in that last game against NLEX, they had a great first half. They didn't play so well in the second half. Here, they're struggling here in the first half, scoring only 40 points and allowing 54 points with still 3.5 minutes to go.
Again, reminding everyone that only the top 4 squads will get twice to beat advantage here in this Philippine Cup. So all these early games, just as crucial, because I mean you can finish at the 5th or 6th spot and then you'll have to win twice just to get into the semifinals.
That's going to be the difference, no? So you know how important each and every game is here in the eliminations.
Junmar already missed a couple of free throws earlier. Now he beat Yusef Taha for position. Another miss from the stripe for the 9-time MVP.
Just a lot of struggles right here for the San Miguel Beermen here in the first half.
Finally, it falls for Junmar. You can see the frustration coming from Fajardo. He knows he has to shoot at a better clip from the stripe than that. Nelly using the Taha screen, goes for the floater. Too strong. Rebound for Brondial. Now SMB will try to go on the run. They have the numbers. Trollano all the way.
Well, that was a good decision. That was a clear mismatch. Look what San Miguel is doing. They're running down on transition defense.
Nelly against Cruz. Speed advantage for Nelly. Uses the Taha screen. Finds himself in the corner. Now Perkins with 6 to work with. Perkins to the crossover. Perkins! 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what happened right there? Yusef Taha just went to the other side, making sure that there was an attack point for Perkins using his right hand. So good decision. He didn't get the ball on the first seal. He went away and let Jason Perkins attack the defense.
First free throw is off for Perkins. As Matthew Daves comes in, placing Kai Balungay. So one of the bigs who have seen
in
action.
and out, in and out.
And they've chipped in.
That's right. And every time they're giving it all, no, they're not pacing themselves.
Because if you get tired, you get replaced.
Oh, that's right.
That's the reason behind Phoenix picking up bigs, Prince Caperal and Yusef Taha in the offseason. Trollano, 3-point shot, rattles home.
Don Trollano, the ever-dependable forward from Adamson.
Oh, good hands from Brondial, completing the takeaway. Forward pass to Trollano. Don connects, and he draws the foul as well.
It all started with a good defense on the other side. The connection, Brondial diving for the loose ball, making sure they have that 50-50 ball. And then on the other side, Don Trollano just doing his fair share in offense. That was tough right there.
Evanelli could not get out of the way as he is tagged with a personal. But the biggest difference now is SMB is running back on defense. They're more ready to defend those early sets coming from Phoenix, those early attempts.
Well, they know that they're being attacked with the early offense. That's why they're making a good effort in running down, making sure that there are less easy points coming from Phoenix. That was after the timeout. That was in the 3-minute mark. Now we are in the 2-minute mark, and it's just a 6-point lead for Phoenix.
They go inside to Perkins. And that was a clear jersey grab coming from Brondial, and with both teams being in the penalty, 2 free throws will be awarded to Perkins. Our senior official, Peter Bala, was right there. Saw it right in front of him. Perkins this time converts on the first free throw.
Moto2 is back here in this ball game, replacing Rodney Brondial. More options in offense for Coach Leo. Maybe a high-low 3-point shooter in Moto2.
Get this number. Kai Balungay, in the 15 minutes he has played, has resulted to a plus 18 on the floor for Phoenix.
And it's just doing a lot of things for Coach Willie Wilson. We're going back to the second free throw. Now making 2 out of 2 is Jason Perkins. Makes it again an 8-point lead right here for Phoenix.
No Kai Balungay, perhaps for the rest of this first half for the Fuel Masters. They lead by 8, 57-49. Trollano has been aggressive coming off the bench. Don attacks inside, misses. Junmar. All sorts of bodies down low. The ball will stay with the San Miguel Beermen with a fresh 14.
Well, that's a good thing when you have
Oh,
a
wow.
6'7" guy.
That's blood on the brow of Junmar.
That's going to be a lot of physicality because of the big man, making sure that it's not going to be easy points for Abay.
And there was no call, so the referees can't review anything. Of course, you're frustrated if you're the bench of the San Miguel Beermen. There's literally blood. There's a cut. Oh, wow. Yep, the elbow. Definitely made contact in the on the face of Junmar. Coming from Yusef Taha.
But you know, the thing is, there Yusef Taha was there to just challenge the shot of Junmar Fajardo. His hands was lifted.
Again, no call, no review, no challenge, no nothing. The call will stay. Just a baseline throw-in for the San Miguel Beermen.
Well, just on my part, I felt it was really accidental right there.
Yeah, but accidental or not, if you're SMB, you think that should have been a foul. I mean, obviously, it should have been a foul. Of course, we have the benefit of the replay and of slow-mo. The referees, sometimes it's tough to see something happening that quickly. Let's see how the San Miguel Beermen will recover. As Tautua will send it to Trollano. Quick trigger. And now the defense stays steady coming from Taha, blocking that putback attempt. Evanelli uses the screen from far out. Nelly, good pass. Taha with the reverse.
And he's been sliding there. He's been doing those rolls. He's been wanting to get that ball inside the paint. Yusef Taha.
Oh, the passing, the sharing has been on point for the Fuel Masters. The biggest reason why they're up 59-49 with 50 seconds remaining in your first half. Marcio almost lost his footing Locates Trollano for three. No. Rebound will be won by Nelly. And both teams in penalty. Forward pass. Daves catches. Chu underneath and he backs it home. Perfect delivery once again. That's back-to-back from Evan Nelly.
And I like how he was able to get that ball in mid-air. 2 points for the Matthew Daves.
2.5 second difference between game clock and shot clock. Phoenix recovering. Back up by 12. Jericho evading the first defender. Missing. Putback is good though for Rodney Brondial. And that will allow Phoenix to call a 30-second timeout to map out a play before this first half ends. But it has been so good for them. Everything that they've wanted from their offense has come into fruition. Unfortunately, this time around, no one boxing out Rodney Brondial as Taha came in as a help defender.
The last game of Phoenix, they scored 78 points. The whole ball game. Now we're just in the first half and they have already scored 61 big points. Still 4.1 seconds remaining here in the first half. Let's see who they will go to here to end the second quarter.
16 assists for the Phoenixville Masters already. And when you keep the defense of San Miguel Beer guessing, then you give yourself a fair opportunity to put up this many points in the first half. Fourth to score. Evanelli throws it off. The prayer will not be answered. That will be the end of our first half of action. Everything you want. If you're a member of the Phoenixville Masters, they got the hot start and they will head into our halftime break up by double digits, 61 to 51. And this Babad Player of the Half is brought to you by Devan. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family only with Devan. Tyler Teo, 9 points, 2 assists, extra aggressive here in this matchup. Teo is a +8 for Phoenix in the 12 minutes and a half that he has played in this game. And he'll be looking to lead the Fuel Masters to a victory. A lot of time to play though, as we still have 24 minutes of action remaining. Halftime comes with the Fuel Masters leading by 10.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
You know what I love about Pilipinas Live? I can watch me. Pilipinas Live lets me watch in different angles. No. I'm referring to the multi-cam feature. It allows me to chat with the other viewers too, which means I can read your comments too. Come on, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not just games, there's original content too. And that is Pilipinas Love. I mean, Pilipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf,
Chi for the match at hand. This is the San Miguel Beermen versus the Phoenix Fuel Masters. And at the half, the score is 61-51 in favor of Phoenix. Mamaya, babalik tayo sa laro. But of course, since this is a new season, may nakita tayong bagong teams, bagong innovations, and of course, bagong rookies. Kaya naman sa ngayon, it's time for us to get to know Chris Miller, the new rookie of the San Miguel Beermen.
Chris Miller, I'm from Brooklyn. I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I'm 32 years old. I've been playing the last 10 years overseas in Europe mainly. I played in Germany for about 5 years, Bosnia, El Salvador, Dominican Republic, Iraq, Canada, and this is the only way to get into the PBA for one. I've been working on getting my passport, getting all the paperwork finished, and I finally got a chance to do that. So I'm just happy that it came at the right time. I feel like this, can add some years onto my career, and I can, touch back with my roots, tap back into like the culture, like learn more about like this country that my roots are from. It's a great league. It's really competitive. Right now, I'm not too familiar with too many names in the league. I'm looking forward to playing with whatever team drafts me. I'm looking forward to playing against whoever the opponents are. Whatever team wants me is the team that I want to be a part of. I am a two-way player, so I definitely can bring some defense. I can bring some IQ. I have scoring ability. I can run playmaker. Whatever a team wants for me to do, I can pretty much. My expectations is to give my best, is to be a key contributor to the league, to the team that I'm on. And I want to say a championship because that's always the goal. Every year is a championship. So whatever I can do to help that team have the best chance of winning a championship.
We already saw a glimpse of what Chris Miller brings to the San Miguel Beermen, and we have an entire season to see what he has in store. But of course, this PBA Season 50 Golden Year nga, so maraming special things that are happening. Meron tayong out-of-town game sa Vigan City, Ilocos Sur. October 18 yan sa Chavit Coliseum. It will be the Converge Fiber Xers versus the TNT Tropang 5G. 7:30 p.m. You can buy tickets online at ticketmax.ph. And we also have a game out of the country. Dyan yan sa Dubai, UAE, happening on October 26, Saturday at the Coca-Cola Arena. It will be the San Miguel Beermen versus Barangay Ginebra. 6 p.m. yan Dubai time and 10 p.m. Philippine time. But of course, hindi na natin papalampasin because this day is indeed very special. So let's take the time to greet our beloved Commissioner Willie Marshall. Happy birthday! At hindi lang ako ang may pabati sa kanya because we also have a number of players and PBA teams greeting him. So let's watch this.
Para sa pinaka-pogi kong tukayo.
Kong Willie, Commissioner!
Kong Willie!
Happy 64th birthday sa pinaka-pogi na commissioner sa PBA history, Commissioner Willie.
Yun, I wish you all the best. Wish ko lang sa birthday mo, always good health. Tsaka gusto ko lang magpasalamat sa pag-alaga sa PBA, sa mga players, especially sa aming mga veterano. Alam mo na yun, Kom, happy birthday. Mag-iingat ka lagi. Yun, have a good one. Enjoy mo yung day mo. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Sana ma-enjoy mo yung special day mo and sana lagi kang masaya, healthy at safe. Happy birthday, Kom!
What's up, Boss Com? Just want to wish you a happy birthday. Hope you have a good one and many more to come. God bless.
Hi, Kom! Happy birthday sa'yo. More blessings and more life to you.
Happy birthday, Sir Willie! Wishing you good health! Happy birthday, Kom!
Happy birthday, Com. God bless you with good health.
Com Willie, happy birthday. We wish you the best and pagpatuloy mo lang ang iyong adikain na mapalago itong liga natin ng PBA. Happy birthday, Com.
Happy birthday, Commissioner Willie.
Willie Marshall, happy birthday.
Commissioner Willie, give me back my fine money. Happy birthday.
Yawn.
Isang napakasayang birthday, Commissioner Willie Marshall. Ang pogi mo. Pakain ka naman.
Commissioner, happy birthday sa iyo. Sana marami ka pang masayang tao dito sa PBA. One PBA solid!
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Pilipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Pilipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
You know what I love about Pilipinas Live? I can watch me. Pilipinas Live lets me watch in different angles. No. I'm referring to the multi-cam feature. It allows me to chat with the other viewers too, which means I can read your comments too. Come on, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not just games, there's original content too. And that is Pilipinas Love. Pilipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Pilipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Pilipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, The
1-51 in favor of the Phoenix Fieldmasters against the defending champions of the Philippine Cup, the San Miguel Beermen. Again, we thank you for joining us here on PBA Rush and Pilipinas Live. Carlo Pamintuan with Coach Alan Gregorio on the call. And Coach Alan, I know there are a lot of things to talk about on the side of the San Miguel Beermen, but defense should be number one on the board because they allowed 61, including 34 in that second quarter.
And you know, in both first and second quarters, Phoenix has outscored the San Miguel Beermen. So that's one thing that Coach Leo will definitely be trying to figure out. If they keep on doing that, then they'll have a problem going to the second half. But then again, you know, a lot of game adjustments. But defense, just like what you said, is first and foremost in the mind of the San Miguel Beermen.
16 assists. That's a big number for Phoenix because all of those extra passes end up being buckets inside. You see the cuts coming from Kai Balongay, the kick-out passes to open threes for Prince Caperal, and it has resulted to 56% shooting from the field. That is scorching hot for the Fieldmasters in the first half.
Another thing that Coach Leo will have to figure out is who's going to be closing out against the big man who keeps on shooting, like Prince Caperal has done wonders here in the first half with 9 points, all of them coming from beyond the arc.
Two second-unit players leading the charge for the San Miguel Beermen in CJ Perez and Don Troliano as they've combined for 19. Another of the bench player, Chris Rosales, part of their top 4 scorers, with only Cruz doing well from their starters with 6 on the other side. Tyler Teo starting things off, and then Kai Balungay has already dropped double digits in this game. Let's see what adjustments will be made by the San Miguel Beermen. As we remind you that we will be playing in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates at the Coca-Cola Arena on October 26, and boy, it will be a big one. The San Miguel Beermen will face off against Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. That will be 6 p.m. local, 10 p.m. Manila time, as we gear up for the continued celebration of your PBA's 50th season. Moto Tua with us. Shout out to everyone. He says he's still in good spirits, even if his team is down by 10 right now. Because, and you always know that the Beermen will always be a threat.
Definitely.
Doesn't matter what the score is, doesn't matter what the situation is. One big run could change the theme of this match.
Well, Junmar Fajardo, you see that he's got a tape on his right side of the eye, which was hit actually by Yusef Taha.
Wrong Taha.
That's right, the other Taha.
Paulo is with Magnolia.
Yeah, Yusef is back. Some big man.
So is Prince Caperal.
That's right. Very good picks, actually. These guys aren't that old, I should say, you know. And they're still very much capable of playing here in the PBA.
They can still definitely do some damage, as we've seen in the first half. Caperal with those 3 threes. Stretching out the defense. Yusef Taha with the presence, with the defense. And the passing. That was in full display in this game so far. Officially credited with only 1 assist, but sometimes it's a hockey pass, right? It's the pass that leads to the assist that will come from Taha.
You know, one thing that I like with Taha, he loves to steal. He loves to be an option in offense by stealing very hard.
Junmar losing his grip on the basketball, but CJ will recover. Jericho driving lane. Oh, this one rims out. Second effort is good though for Rondy Brondial to open the scoring here in the second quarter. Same starting unit for Coach Willie Wilson. Adjustments from Coach Leo Austria as Chris Rosales and CJ Perez inserted into his starting 5. Good kick out pass to the corner. A 3-point shot. Won't go though. CJ saves it to Junmar. Now it's SMB trying to attack early. Big to big pass. Easy bucket for Junmar Fajardo. And a quick timeout for Coach Willie Wilson.
Showing a lot of aggressiveness underneath. It's the San Miguel Beermen. You know that Junmar Fajardo, once he gets hurt, really changes. Look at this. It's just so aggressive here to start this third quarter.
Full timeout, 61-55, a 6-point lead for Phoenix after a quick start for the Beermen.
Jumar posted up too deep. It's too deep. Let's go. First play again. First play. Run it again. First play.
Okay, nag-slide siya, huwag mong iiwan hanggang doon. Habol pa rin. Dahil ito, magiging 2 versus 1. Pero cover natin ito. Pagka binigay dito, cover. Tao, balik agad. Okay? Saluhan yan.
And here are the players who have won at least 2 MVPs throughout the 50 years of the PBA. Of course, Junmar Fajardo, top of the list with 9. El Presidente, Captain Alvin Patrimonio, right behind with 4 apiece. Again, Junmar just keeps on gobbling up those awards.
Wow. What an achievement, really. 9 MVPs for Abay.
It will take a long while before this happens again here in the PBA. As Taha lost the ball coming off the timeout. A turnover. That hurts for Coach Willie Wilson. And 4-0 start. They go back to Junmar inside. Kicks it out. They swing it to Perez. CJ attacks middle. Hanks midair, misses. Junmar. Second effort. A bucket inside. He saw blood. Now he's raging.
You know, he's smelling it. You know, he wants that to play a much better game here in the second half.
Tyler Teo still looking for the first bucket of the third quarter. Perkins can't deliver. Tip-in is good though for Kai Balongay. He has 12.
Well, he's been playing very well. He's got to be very consistent by being aggressive underneath.
That pass won't connect, but it is tapped out by the defense. It'll stay with the San Miguel Beermen, 16 on the clock.
And finally, at 2 points for Phoenix Fieldmaster here in this third quarter.
CJ using the ball screen. Jericho attacks middle. The layup, no. And there will be a foul on the rebound. Drawn by the red shirts.
So it's going to be on Yusef Taha. A push is going to be called right there. Good inside position coming from Junmar Fajardo.
Sideline throw in for the San Miguel Beermen as they're hoping to turn things around quickly here in the third quarter. Jericho, one-hander's God.
Yeah, you know that he has really perfected that shot. That kind of a shot coming from Jericho Cruz. Very aggressive here in this ball game. 4-point lead for Phoenix.
Much better defense against Theo for the San Miguel Beermen. Perkins to Balongay. The outside shot is short. Junmar with a rebound. 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this third quarter. Fajardo out-muscling Taha. And it's a 2-point game.
Now you know why he's a 9-time MVP here in the PBA. You want a good start here in the third quarter? Let it come from your leader, that's Junmar Fajardo.
Don't get him angry. You won't like it when he's angry and especially bloodied up. That's the message coming from Junmar, as it's basically a different player we're seeing.
Definitely. Look at this. Show me a lot of power.
My goodness, the force of that bump, the legal bump coming from Junmar. As he sent it over to Bea.
Carlo, just a quick update on Junmar Fajardo. Junmar did sustain a cut to the corner of his right eye, described by PT Edward as similar to a boxer's cut. They were able to stop the bleeding during halftime and covered the area with a steri strip. Now, the cut measures about 3/4 of an inch and will require stitches right after the game. Now, heading into the last 2 quarters of action, Coach Peter Martin expressed concern over Phoenix's fast break points, saying the Fuel Masters have been winning in that department and doing so deliberately. And because of that, there is now a call for better tempo from the Beermen through smarter shot selections and by prioritizing more touches for Junmar Fajardo down low. Gentlemen, back to you.
And that is precisely the case. The best way to prevent fast break opportunities for the Phoenix Fuel Masters is better shot selection. And there's no better shot in the PBA in the past, decade than Junmar Fajardo handling it inside.
Well, that's something that they have really adjusted on here in the third quarter, you know. They're getting more touches to Junmar Fajardo. And Jericho Cruz has been attacking the defense. CJ Perez is starting here in the third quarter.
Prince Caperal now with the unenviable task of defending Junmar. CJ against Escandor. Perez misses. Junmar, another pickup. Fajardo is unstoppable.
He just knows how to get that ball into that hoop. Getting that big offensive rebound and put back. Just a 2-point lead right now for Phoenix.
Now, how do you stay afloat if you're the Phoenix Real Masters? Good entry pass. Perkins, though, loses it momentarily. They recover. Scramble for the loose ball. It is picked up by CJ. Now they're pushing. Looking for the tie or the lead. Jericho connects from downtown, and they're up by 1.
You know that he wanted that ball. There was good eye-to-eye contact between CJ Perez and Jericho Cruz. Give that ball to me. I'm going to take it and get that lead here in this game.
That will be a foul against Rodney Brondial. A little too handsy defending Kai Balungay on that seal. Again, it's like a different team showed up all together for the San Miguel Beermen. They saw the fight, the aggressiveness coming from Junmar, and everyone elevated their performance.
And you know, right now, it's all about their defense that transforms into offense. That's one thing that they have really changed here in the third quarter, talking about the red shirts of Coach Leo Austria.
Almost another stop. Escandordo recovers. 3-point shot short from Prince Caperal as Junmar Fajardo tracks down the loose ball. CJ also wants a 3, can't get it. As that ball will go out of bounds in favor of the Fuel Masters.
And why not? He had the chance to take that 3-point shot. It was a good screen that was set up by Moala Tautua. Let's go back on defense. Where are the points of Phoenix going to be coming from here in the third quarter?
And the start for Chris Rosales also shows you from Coach Leo Austria that he wants more pressure on Tyler Theo because he basically got anything that he wanted in the first half. Now Kai moving, but he is met up top by the defense of Tautua, who is already motioning for a review, or for a challenge rather. And the challenge is issued by Coach Leo Austria, as he had.
But first, the communication between the player and the coaches.
He had the belief that Mo Tautua really did not commit a foul.
So there was a second question. You didn't commit a foul, okay, we will make a challenge.
And Tautua again quickly saying that he did not foul.
Here's the up and under.
The spin coming from Balungay. Did he get a piece of that hand? Was it clean? Oh, tough to say even on replay.
That's right.
Sometimes when you're the defender, of course, you don't feel like you fouled the player, right? But let's see if the referees deem it as a successful challenge or not. And part of the change here in our PBA 50th season is that we get to hear from our referees. They get to explain the reason behind their calls. Certainly, you know, just a step in the right direction because you're not left guessing what they saw. You get it straight from the referees. The explanation is clear from them.
You know, because sometimes it's very clean upstairs, but there's body contact downstairs. Let's see what's going to happen here.
We send it over to the floor as we are about to hear from our officials.
Okay. After a review, the call is affirmed. There's a foul of Mo Tautua, shooting hand, hacking foul. The challenge of the San Miguel Beermen is not successful.
So they're saying that he got the hand of Kai Balungay. And Kai certainly also felt some contact coming from Mo. Referees saying that the contact is enough. San Miguel Beermen disagreeing.
And some
But
of the
it
fans are booing. But then again, you know, it's not just one time that they're going to be reviewing. And sometimes because of the delay, the free throw shooter also gets affected. And that's what happened on that first free throw of Kai Balungay.
He makes the back end of his free throws to tie the contest at 66 apiece. Again, momentum now on the side of SMB and Junmar. Good cut coming from Tautua. Mo. This time it is Tautua who is fouled. Prince Capiral will be tagged with a personal.
And that's the thing with the San Miguel Beermen, an automatic double team.
Wait. Hold your horses. We have a head coach challenge coming from Coach Willie Wilson. As Prince Capiral motioned that he thought he also got all ball. And another change that we have in the PBA's 50th season is when the referees are reviewing, you can go huddle. You can go to your coaches. You can talk to them, ask for guidance, map out plays, whatever you want to do for as long as they're still not ready to make the announcement. 5 minutes about to be gone here in the third quarter. And quickly, we're tied. Oh, fair point. Because it looked clean up top. Let's see if the body contact would be enough to call the foul. Let's send it over to our referee.
Foul is appeared. There's a pushing foul on Prince Capiral. The challenge made of the Phoenix Fuel Master is not successful.
So again, we saw it in the replay. It was clean up top. It was crystal clear, super clean on the ball.
And
but the referees
that was
were
exactly
saying,
what Capiral felt. No, he had the clean block upstairs, but definitely there was body contact when you look at this slow-mo. There it is.
Yeah.
The slight push that was done by Prince Capiral using his body as well before the jumper of Tautua.
But when you're the defender, you don't know that, right? You don't
that's
feel
right.
it. You only care about
the ball.
The ball.
That's right.
If you feel you have it clean, then you assume there was no foul. But again, the foul was whistled, and it was affirmed by the review of our officials. Oh, misses though, coming from Tautua, as we will stay tied at 66. So it was an unsuccessful challenge, but a successful freezing of the free throw shooter. Tautua missing both. Balungay testing the defense of Jericho. The double comes for him. He spins away from him, in and out. And the putback is good though for Jason Perkins. Lead is back with Phoenix.
I like that offensive rebound. That was a big effort right there coming from Jason Perkins for the 2 points.
Prince Capiral trying to work early here. Good cut. Rosales with a reverse.
Well, you know, San Miguel knows that the guard is the one who's double teaming against Junmar Fajardo. So the man of Tyler Teo will have to cut inside, and that was exactly Chris Rosales.
Perkins wants a three. That wiggles out. And now SMB will be on the attack. CJ has it. Perez, the entry pass, too strong.
Yeah, a little bit too high. You like the effort. You know, that was the right decision right there. And CJ Perez apologizing to Tautua for giving that pass.
Halfway mark of this third quarter. As we have a foul away from play, a bump coming from Jericho. That will send them into the penalty early. Still 5:58 to play in the third quarter. So if you're Phoenix, be very aggressive. Try to get those fouls. And head to the free throw line to try and reestablish this advantage.
Well, you know that these fouls are being called because there's harder defense being shown by San Miguel here in the second half.
That was partially blocked by CJ. Now a chance to retake the lead for the San Miguel Beermen. Jericho misses the three-point shot. Tyler managing this possession. Perkins to Kai. Wide open for three. No. Rebound tapped. Recovered by Balungay. He attacks. And he will draw the foul from Junmar. Exactly what they need.
They know that San Miguel is now in penalty. You've got to take it strong. Go to the free throw line. Kai Balungay took it really hard against Junmar Fajardo.
17-7 quarter in favor of the San Miguel Beermen. That's why they've come back into it. Facing the lead momentarily. As Balungay gets the lead back for Phoenix. Leading his squad with 14 points in the game alongside 6 boards and a steal. Backed up by the 13 points of Jason Perkins. Split though managed by Balungay. Only a 1-point lead for the Fuel Masters. Trollano just checked into this game. Tautua posting up against Kai. Spins away from the double, but he is rejected. He is sent back. Richie on the attack for the white shirts. Leaves it for Perkins. Big Perk. Use the off arm to push off. Offensive foul.
And you know that's really an offensive foul because there was no reaction whatsoever coming from Coach Willie Wilson. That was the right call. The referee was on top of the situation. When you lower your shoulders, it hits the middle of the body of the defender. That is called an offensive foul.
Again, another adjustment in our gameplay, in our calls. Offensive fouls will now count against your team fouls, but it will never lead to free throws. Look at the attention on Junmar from the defense of Phoenix, so they swing it to the other side. Wami, jumper, good.
How tough was that shot, even with the defense of Jason Perkins. Now San Miguel is back on top, 70-69.
Prince Caperal. It's not yet made a three here in the second half, as a foul will be called against Jericho, and that will be beneficial for Phoenix. Again, early penalty situation against the Beermen.
Well,
Daves will take two.
They've got to take advantage of this free throws. Just a while ago, Balungay missing one free throw. It's been 2 out of 4 in this last 2 shots from the free throw line. And Matthew Davis missing the first free throw as well.
Brian Santos checks in to replace Jason Perkins. Another big who can shoot. He will be playing the 3 spot though, with Daves occupying the 4. Caperal at the 5 for Coach Willie Wilson.
Well, Santos is deadly from the outside. He has not taken so much shots here in this ball game.
Oh, check that. It will be Brian Santos playing the 4. He will be the one defending Mo Tautua. Bounce pass to Jericho. Quick attack. Oh, reverse. They have the lead again. Yeah, good things happen when you give Junmar Fajardo a touch early, especially at the low block. Santos, quick trigger. Good for 3.
I know that he's got a great shot. He's got to be given more opportunities to be taking those shots, this big man.
Former TIP engineer before finishing up his collegiate stint with the USD Growling Tigers. Good pass once again.
What a pass coming from Junmar Fajardo using his left hand. How was he able to see that cutter there in that baseline?
Santos, another 3 on the way, not this time. Rebound lost to the baseline by Junmar.
Very good effort right there in trying to get that leather. Was Richie Rivero fighting for that loose ball. Ball will go back to the white shirts.
1 point lead for SMB, 74-73. Richie against a big. Oh, you know he just wants to attack now. Rivero goes to the fadeaway, gets it.
That was smooth right there. He just wanted to attack the defense of Moto2. There it is. Moto2 appreciating that very nice attack coming from Richie Rivero.
3/4 defense coming from Capiral. Double team already waiting. Kick out pass to Wami. But he was covered. Now Fajardo misses on the soft touch. Chance to add on to this 1-point lead for the Fuel Masters. Evan Nelly to Capiral. He will take all the threes that will come his way, but he will miss once again. 0 for 3 here in the third quarter from deep. Good touch inside. That's a foul on Capiral. Not a problem just yet for him or for Phoenix. That will only be their 4th team foul of this third quarter.
Good timing on the foul right there, coming from Prince Capiral. 2-32, just a 1-point lead for Phoenix Fuel Masters.
Look at this play one more time. The attack, the spin away, and the bucket from Prince Rivero. Nasapok pa ni Moto2 saying good shot, kid. As we have Phoenix leading 75-74 heading into this timeout.
O ikaw, ka-PBA! Gaano ba kapogi si Daddy? Ayan! Ayos ah! Pogi-pogi! Ganyan ang mga dating! How about these ladies? Pakit ka naman dyan! Oh, isang astig post naman dyan!
One-point advantage for the Phoenix Fuel Masters. They opened this third quarter up by double digits, but a resurgent San Miguel Beermen squad came back led by Junmar Fajardo. And now the Redshirts will be attempting to get the lead back. Wami Chongson goes to Marcio. To the corner we go. Trollano misses. Rebound for Daves. Good defense coming from Phoenix. Not a clean touch for Junmar. Santos wants another three. Can't get it. But it is Evanelli who comes away with the basketball. They swing it. Daves, short corner. No good. Rebound for Santos. He gets the end one.
That's going to be a big effort right there. 2 offensive rebounds in 1 possession for Phoenix Fuel Masters. Open shot, Matthew Davis, but who was there to get that big offensive rebound? Just a while ago, he was taking a 3-point shot, and now he's getting this rebound in the putback.
That shot of Matthew Davis was very Harvey Carey. The look, the feel, just did not go in for him. As Brian Santos rescued that possession with an N1 opportunity. Now a chance to extend their lead to 4.
This is a very tall lineup for Coach Willie Wilson. Santos is 6'4", Matthew Davis is 6'4", Taha is 6'6",
Short on the free throw though.
6'1".
Less than 2 minutes remaining here in our third quarter. Jongson calling the play, gets the ball right back from Marcio. Big on him. Drake Ahilig in action. Wami against Daves. He'll pull it back out, use the screen, pull the trigger, 3-point shot is off, rebound Richie. The pass inside connects. Oh, but the reverse too deep for Brian Santos. Forward pass to Don Trollano. Don couldn't finish. Rivero with the rebound. Forward pass to Nelly. Evan throws it up. What a conversion! Connection from Nelly to Rivero.
That's going to be the second time they're going to be trying that kind of a play. And this time, Richie Rivero was able to finish that alley-oop.
Another turnover for the San Miguel Beermen. And now this is a 5-point lead for Phoenix, trying to re-establish complete control of this game. Nelly leaves it for Matthew Days, who will not take the shot from there. They will reset their play. Richie against Trollano. Rivero dancing. Richie with a step through, gets the foul, and he will take 2 free throws.
Body contact will mean 2 free throws. They've been in penalty since the 6-minute mark. Richie Rivero getting that foul of Don Trollano. It seemed like a Don Trollano move. A little nice up and under, some Hesse. That fake. And Richie Rivero will be taking these 2 free throws long, the first one.
Can't miss too many of these free throws. If you're Phoenix, you need to maximize each and every opportunity to score and extend your lead. (15 of 23 from the stripe now for the Fuel Masters. As Ando, the rookie, checks in, replaces Yusef Taha. Well, he and Prince Caperal has done very well in this ball game. 2 misses for Richie.
Sayang.
Could have been a 7-point lead, but it is at 5 right now for the Fuel Masters. Marcio, top of the key 3, short. Dave's with the board. You want to run this clock down as much as you can if you're Phoenix, especially with the San Miguel Beermen in penalty. Rivero gets the switch, gives it up to Manganti, makes the 3.
That's a big shot right there by Sean Manganti. Only 6 seconds remaining.
Could give up a foul. Aggressive defense coming from Nelly. Tiongson misses. Great defense from Nelly, because he didn't care if he committed a foul. They had one to give. So after all of that, after the comeback bid coming from the San Miguel Beermen, after they tasted the lead, it will be Phoenix carrying an 8-point advantage, 82-74, heading into the 4th and final quarter of action.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events.
Well, the story of this ball game so far, the 3-point shooting started off well for the Phoenix Fuel Masters. 7 threes converted in 3 quarters as opposed to 6 only in their first game against the TNT Tropang 5G. San Miguel Beer waking up in that 3rd period. They had a good start. Again, at the point, it was 17-7 in their favor in this 3rd quarter. So the back end of it was certainly won by the Phoenix Fuel Masters. Fajardo, after seeing blood in that first half, all of a sudden waking up, 13 points, 15 rebounds. But those last 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter, the Junmar Fajardo last minutes for San Miguel Beer did not pan out well for them, allowing Phoenix to rebuild this advantage at will start at 8 here in the 4th quarter.
You know, in the 3rd quarter, going to the last 3 minutes, there was just a lot of energy coming from the guards of Phoenix Fuel Masters, and one of them is Richie Rivero. Don't look now, this is back to a 10-point lead right here for the Fuel Masters.
And all that work put in by the San Miguel Beermen in the 3rd quarter is now history. They're right back where they started here in the 2nd half. Marcio against Ando, pulls the trigger from downtown, can't connect, rebound is hooked by Richie. Yeah, but Nelly using the screen from Ando. Nelly, sneaky pass inside. The bucket is gone for Matthew Daves.
They've been doing that since the first quarter. Penetrate, kick out, or penetrate and drop passes. Back to a 12-point lead for Phoenix.
Again, it is the speed that Phoenix is playing with. Clear bump on Sean Manganti. That will be a conversion from downtown for Marcio, and it might be complicated by a possible flagrant foul against Sean Manganti.
That was a very quick release right there coming from CEO. Marcio Laster, close out. There it is, stepping on the foot.
Three-point shot is brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook. As Manganti could only stare and think of what happened in that particular play.
And you know what was the first thing that entered his mind when Marcio Lassiter was able to get that ball, try to close out and not let Marcio even take that attempt.
Well, luckily for Phoenix, only a foul against Sean Manganti instead of a flagrant foul penalty 1. So bonus free throw coming up here for Zio. Oh, doesn't matter how poorly he is shooting in any given game. He could miss his first 10 attempts from downtown. Can't bet against him in the 11th attempt. Marcio, however, misses the bonus. So it is 86-77. A 9-point lead for the Field Masters. Richie Rivero kicks it out. Ando will try from deep. No good. Brave attempt coming from Ando, but he will come up empty. CJ draws a foul. That will be the second team foul for Phoenix here in the final quarter. Still a lot of time for the San Miguel Beermen to come back into this. You remember how quickly they erased a 10-point lead earlier in the third quarter. 3-point shot, no. As the Matthew Daves has done well on the glass, adding to his rebounding tally.
They're making sure.
Oh, another nice pass coming from Nelly. Kwekute is fouled.
That's one thing that the guards have really been doing very well for Phoenix. They're cutting very hard. We've seen it from the big man. Now they're doing it again, but this time it's the guards who are cutting hard and getting that ball. As James Kwekute will get these 2 free throws. That's the problem.
You will remember each and every miss if you end up losing this game if you're Phoenix. Because as well as they've played, this is still a possible SMB comeback in the offing. At least Kwekute manages the second free throw.
16 of 25 right now for Phoenix Fuel Masters.
Back to a double-digit lead for them, though. Rejection of the ball screen. He finds the opening. Good drive from Rosales, and he will earn 2 free throws for it. Now, people might ask, why is the rejection of the ball screen important? Why is it a ploy coming from the guard? Well, it's because when you issue a ball screen, as Coach Allen would say, the defender, the center, is already calling out what you will do to the screen. How will you defend the screen? So you angle your body towards defending what should be a ball screen action, and when he doesn't use it, then you will have to react quickly to try and get back your good defensive position.
You know, the big man really calls all of those. No? Sometimes they're just trying to fake the ball screen. But when the ball screen is being set, and then the big man, the guard uses the ball screen, then the big man will really have to know whether it's going to pop out or he will go and roll inside.
Good read there coming from Evan Nelly. Using the ball screen this time and finding a gap in the defense. The in-between game present for him, extending their lead back up to 11. Kahilig will try from deep. In and out. Rebound for Richie. Another play that goes one and done for the San Miguel Beermen. Rivero uses the Taha screen. Richie wanted to split the defense. He will get 2 free throws.
He was very quick. When he heard the whistle, he went for the shot. And that would mean 2 free throws. But then again, you know, free throw story, they're not really taking good advantage of all of these opportunities that's given to them.
And Coach Alan, we just noted that been a lot of one and done, one attempt possessions for SMB. So
Right.
Coach Leo Austria will send in a specialist in Rodney Brondia.
You know, we've got to single out the big man of Coach Willie, especially Matthew Daves.
Sure.
He had a lot of defensive rebounds. He's been lifted out, but there are other big men who are doing the same thing actually. Kai Balungay was doing it just a while ago. And even Taha.
Yeah, Balungay has 8 rebounds. Rivero has 6. Santos has 6. There's all-around effort coming from all of them. Daves has 5 boards as well. Total team effort to put themselves in a good situation here, up by 13 with 3 minutes gone by in the 4th quarter. Rosales stops. Kick out pass. CJ can't make the 3. Junmar inside. Junmar won't be denied.
And while we were talking about getting the offensive rebounds, finally a chance for Junmar Fajardo.
Oh, another nice pass from Evanelli.
And he's been dishing those kinds of passes. Talking about Evanelli. Good quarterbacking from this very young guard.
And that just inspires his teammates to just run.
Right.
Attack early. Don't let the defense set. Rosales, counter 3, no good. Rebound is there with the putback for Jericho Cruz.
So the last 2 possessions of San Miguel Beermen, points coming from offensive rebounds and putbacks.
We will have a timeout here, 93-82. Phoenix still up by 11 against SMB.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events.
Our tournament format for your 50th season Philippine Cup. Top 8 teams will enter the quarterfinals with the top 4 teams having a twice-a-beat advantage against the bottom 4. Semifinals and finals, best of 7. But the difference, once again, is we have no knockout games of any kind. All deadlocks will be settled by a PBA quotient. So literally, every point matters in the game. You can't dribble out because you just don't know, Coach Allen.
That's correct. No, we've got to make sure that also the coaches knows how important the points are until end game. So they've got to make those points or they've got to defend until the final seconds.
Spectacular playmaking coming from Evanelli. He has 9 assists in this matchup, powering the early attack coming from his side. Rebound. The battle is won by Jericho, and he is off and running. Enough bodies though running back, and they complete the takeaway. Richie goes to the reverse layup, and he gets it to drop. Back to a 13-point lead for the Fieldmasters.
And he protects that ball with his body, making sure that the San Miguel defense will not be able to stop his layup.
Staying with his 1-2-2 zone defense is Phoenix. Baseline drive, good for 2. CJ converting.
Even with a big man of Phoenix, what a finish right there coming from CJ Perez. Plenty of time remaining, 7.5. Could have counted that floater coming from Evan Nelly. But that would mean 2 free throws for this young man.
2 different looks, no? For your point guards. When it's Tyler Theo, it is calm down, balance, share the wealth. then he goes on the attack. But for Nelly, oh boy, it's just a foot race each and every time. He tries to go on the run as quickly as he could. And this crew coming from the second unit has resulted to this double-digit lead now for Phoenix.
You know, a lot of times Richie Rivera was affected by the non-calls in the first half. He has settled himself. He's playing much better here in the second half. And what about this guy? Just a lot of leadership being shown right here by Evan Nelly as he sinks these 2 free throws.
We toss it over to Bea.
All right.
Reminded as players to maximize their strengths inside, whether it's pounding the ball in the paint or executing the pick and roll in every possession. Coach Leo also issued a challenge to his big men to be more proactive, especially when switching on defense. Now, meanwhile, for Phoenix, the emphasis was on awareness, particularly against SMB's cutters and shooters, reminding everyone not to go under the screens. And lastly, to keep pushing the tempo, because every time they run in transition, it forces the Beermen out of their comfort zone. Gentlemen.
Thank you for that report, Bea. That is what Nelly has done. Look away pass. He gives it right back to Kwekotei, who makes the 3 at the buzzer. 10th assist of the matchup for Evan Nelly, and they establish a 16-point lead.
And that was a big shot right there coming from James Kwekotei. 100 points with still 6 and 30. Triple teaming, quadruple teaming effort. Make life hard for Abay.
Send everyone. Send everyone against Junmar Fajardo. As it was a hack coming from Kwekotei that results with a foul. But look at this play once again. The pass after attracting both defenders from SMB. No communication between CJ Perez and Chris Rosales as Nelly gets a nice ovation coming from his bench. All applause as he has 10 assists in this game. CJ on the drive, the layup is good. They're still fighting back. They still have enough time to turn this ball game around. 14-point lead for Phoenix. Tyler Teo, their starting point guard, back in the ball game. Brian Santos misses the 3. No shot selection would be crucial for Phoenix to stay ahead in this matchup, Coach Alan.
Look at the defense right there, going baseline. Again, the double teaming, the triple teaming effort against Junmar Fajardo. No easy points. You're going to take it from the free throw line. There's a kind of defense that made sure that Willie Wilson stays in the PBA for the longest time, and he's applying it right here in his very own team. Defense is the name of the ball game.
Well, Junmar has had his struggles from the stripe. He misses a free throw, uses the shorts of CJ Perez to wipe off his hand. Bunch of substitutions for Coach Willie Wilson.
Why not? Fresh legs
Yeah.
going to the final 6 minutes of this game. And
3 of his starters in the ball game in Balungay, Teo, and Perkins.
And all of these guys have played very, very well. Why not put them back in the final minutes of the game as Junmar Fajardo struggles with his first and makes his second free throw.
Second game, second double-double as expected for Junmar Fajardo. 13-point lead still though for Phoenix. Caperal to Tyler Teo. 3-point shot is called from the corner. No, just along 2 foot on the line for Tyler. Still enough for a 15-point advantage.
That you like that ball reversal, not forcing the issue, finding the open man until they found an open shooter there in the corner.
Rosales exits the other side. CJ has it versus Balungay. Perez, the draw, the high looping layup is good.
And over the outside chance of Kai Balungay. How hard was that shot? But this is still a 13-point lead. Some stop needed by the Beermen.
Cannot exchange buckets if you're SMB. 2-3 zone defense. Perkins to Caperal, lets it fly, misses, rebound is tapped, recovered, but a miss coming from Balungay. Luckily for them, SMB will not be able to complete the stop. They lose it to the baseline. It'll stay with Phoenix 14 in the shot clock.
But what a big effort to keep that ball alive. Richie Rivero to Kai Balungay, but he babied on that jumper, apologizing to everyone, but they keep that ball alive.
13-point lead for Phoenix as we take this break.
ikaw na sa gitna. Okay? Sa gitna.
Get Rizzo here. Him in the middle. So sino ka?
Okay, siya pwede ng bola. I'm gonna get Okay, side the Marshall. 1-3-1 lang.
Hello, PBA fans. Ako po si R. Pinoy ng 20 Tropang 5G. Kita-kita po tayo sa Ilocos.
Against Converge Fiberxers ngayong October 18 sa Chavez Coliseum. Kita-kita po tayo.
Converge versus TNT, October 18 in Vigan, Ilocos Sur. So make sure you book your tickets early. That game should be fun. Boy, Converge looking like a playoff contender for reals. Even if we just saw one game coming from them. Their rookie, Juan Gomez de Leaño, messed around, debuted and made a triple-double in his very first PBA game. That almost never happens. Meanwhile, Phoenix wanting to complete this big win. That will not work. Good mid-range look. Just could not find the bottom of the net for Jason Perkins. Foul called against Prince Caperal, and they are in penalty already. 2 more free throws coming up for Junmar Fajardo.
Well, you know, one thing that Prince Caperal is making sure that you'd rather go to the free throw line rather than get that ball, seal me hard. Could be an end one.
Junmar 7 for 10 from the field, but he has been struggling with his free throw shooting. That's now 2 of 7 from the stripe for Junmar.
Just a lot of struggles right here for your 9-time MVP, Junmar Fajardo. Started very well in the third quarter. He's had a total of 13 points at the end of the third, but has slowed down. He's got 16 right now. Pending second free throw makes this one.
Ty CJ Perez as the leading scorers of their squad, 17 points apiece for the 2 Gilas Pilipinas mainstays to cut their deficit to 12, 4.5 remaining. The steady hand of RJ Hazul in the ball game. Caperal kicks it out to Tyler Teo. Now Perkins has it. He spins to the baseline. Teo swings it. Caperal. Nice pass to Tyler. 3-point shot. Goes in. Patience coming from Phoenix.
Prince Caperal almost had the shot. 4 seconds left. Why not give it up and give it to a better shooter in Tyler Teo?
27 assists in the matchup, coach. Woo! For the Fuel Masters. Meanwhile, Prince Caperal was beaten with his position. And he might get warned at least, maybe teed up as he exits after his 6th personal foul.
You know, he was looking at Coach Willie Wilson, and what he said was he stepped on the line even before Troy Rosario actually made I'm sorry, that's Don Trojano made that baseline move.
That's another team, coach.
How can I be thinking about Troy Rosario at this point?
105 to 90 with 4 minutes remaining in this ball game.
15-point lead. Only 4 minutes to go. Now this big man also played very well. It's been very physical here in this game. That's why you see that reaction coming from Prince Caperal.
Because he wants to be in the floor. He wants to be part of this end game.
He just gave a great pass to Tyler Teo before that play happened.
9 points all in the first half for Prince Caperal. Missed all of his 3 attempts from downtown here in the second half, but still, he was there for defensive purposes against Junmar Fajardo. 13-point lead for Phoenix. Now, clock management, crucial for the Fuel Masters. Good pass, elbow jumper. Too strong coming from Perkins. 2 looks from that distance. Usually, he's automatic from there. 3-point shot won't go, and that will be a foul against Perkins, hanging on to the arm of Junmar.
So both teams are now in penalty. Oh, San Miguel only has 3.
Perkins, though, doing a good job of taking care of his fouls, even
After
if he
those
got too
fouls,
early.
That's right.
Oh, another missed free throw from Junmar. 3 of 9 from the stripe. Let's see if he can make the adjustments. 2 misses from Junmar, so this stays as a 13-point lead for the Fuel Masters.
Those are just big free throws missed right there by Junmar Fajardo.
Tyler Teo being hounded by Jericho. He locates Balungay. He has space for 3. Short. Fajardo grabs another board. SMB will have to rush here. Have to quicken the pace. Quickly inside the Junmar. Kick out pass. Trollano wants 4. He'll get it. He rattles it home from way downtown.
Now what about that decision of CJ Perez to give it to Trollano for that 4-point shot?
Oh, quick trigger. A counter 3 won't work for RJ Hazul. As Coach Willie Wilson already motioning for a timeout if SMB makes a bucket. Another 4. Not this time coming from Trollano. Battle for the loose ball. It is locked up. Jump ball between Perkins and Trollano.
Well, he knew that he was going to miss that shot. He had to follow that ball. Both teams just diving for that loose ball. This is mine. I think there's going to be a good decision on the part of Coach Willie Wilson to put back these 2 guys, Richie Rivero and Evan Nelly at this point of the game.
I mean, why not? They did perform a great job together when they rebuilt the advantage for the Phoenix Fuel Masters, replacing RJ Azul and Kai Balungay. So all of a sudden, 3 guards for Coach Willie Wilson. And that jump ball favors Phoenix. You want more ball handlers in Nelly, Tio, and Richie Rivero at this stage. Nelly to Richie. They swing it to Tyler. Another jumper. Still won't fall. But Taha wins the possession. Misses the bunny. Jericho to Marcio for 3. It's gone!
Wow, short 2 points on the other side and becomes a 3-point shot for San Miguel on one side.
5-point swing in favor of the San Miguel Beermen as we enter the final 2 minutes of this game. Perkins gives it up to Evan Nelly. Uses the screen. The pass is stolen. Marcio. Forward pass to Jericho. Cruz will attack. Leaves it for Trollano inside.
What a big run right here. They're not a champion team for nothing. Talk about the San Miguel Beermen.
You know, that is how quickly the San Miguel Beermen can turn things around. If you're Phoenix, couple of early shots, couple of poor misses, and you just allow the door to be open for a possible SMB comeback. 3-point shot converted by Marcio Lassiter, and then he got the steal through the forward pass. But Jericho isn't selfish, leaves it for Don Trollano, who scores with the left hand. Just like that. SMB is back into it. 105-101, a 4-point lead for the Fuel Masters.
Now, it's time to push. Okay? Pagka wala, hanapin. As your man is coming, hanapin natin. Okay? If you have the opportunity to take the shot, open shot, why not? Okay?
Well, your San Miguel Beer, you have the firepower to turn any game around and do it rather quickly. A minute and 34 remaining. Now it's down to a one possession advantage for the Phoenix Fuel Masters, 105 to 101, as Coach Willie Wilson forced to call one of his remaining timeouts.
He's got a small team right now. There are 3 guards. You've got a power forward in Perkins, and you've got a big man in Yusef Taha. They've got to score here in this possession.
Perkins to Tyler from the corner, three-point shot. No, Perkins with the offensive rebound, poke loose. But a recovery coming from Yusef. Fresh shot clock, a full 24, and that is big because the possession turned in SMB's favor. Shot clock is at 10. Richie attacks, draws the foul. He will take 2 free throws.
And that's the right decision right there. He saw the driving lane. That could have been a kick out on the other side. But why is he going to pass when he's got that opportunity to go for that layup? But these are free throw times. They've been missing free throws. Talk about Phoenix Fuel Masters.
59.3 seconds remaining, 105-101. First free throw is good, and the important one, as it makes it a 2-possession advantage for the Fuel Masters. (106-101) after a tough loss in their initial game against the TNT Tropang 5G. It looks like the Fuel Masters have learned big-time lessons even without the help of one of their mainstays in Kenneth Duffin, who is about to get married. Performing very well in this matchup. Have given themselves a good opportunity to win as they extend their lead to 6 points with 59 seconds remaining in this game.
Now, question right here, are they going for a high percentage shot? Talk about San Miguel Beermen. Or are they going for a 3-point shot? Or maybe an option for a 4-point shot? Big decisions to be made right here by Coach Leo Austria.
Next 3 games for SMB. They head to Inares Center, Montalban, October 19, and then they fly out to Dubai, Coca-Cola Arena, to take on Barangay Ginebra. That is 6 p.m. local time, Dubai time, 10 p.m. Philippine time, that is, for taking on Converge. For Phoenix, they have the NLEX Road Warriors at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. Converge Fiber Xers here in Antipolo, and then Halloween night against Magnolia Chicken Templados Hot Shots, also here in Antipolo. Our game reset, no more fouls to give either side. Both teams with a full and a 30.
Now, San Miguel Beermen, they don't want to go to Junmar Fajardo and just get fouled because of the struggle from the free throw line of Abay. Some options of taking 3-point shots. You've got Marshall, you've got Jericho, you've got CJ, and you've got Don Troliano playing the number 4 position.
No natural point guard for Coach Leo Austria in this set, as Coach Willie Wilson has gone offense-defense with Kwekote defending CJ. Well, good defense so far coming from the Fuel Masters, delaying the set. Coming from the Beermen, they go inside. Junmar misses. Pardo, is fouled right at the buzzer.
Now you got to take it easy, Richie. You might get called for a technical foul. That's something that you don't want to be called right now. You just have to make sure it's not going to be on the end one. Take the free throws. Junmar has been struggling. Let's see how Junmar will fare here in this try right here. Big free throws for Junmar Fajardo.
30% shooting the free throw here in this game. Fajardo needs to make both to keep his team in play. First one is good, a clean one for Junmar. I think that's the first free throw that he has made throughout this game, Coach.
Such a big struggle for Junmar Fajardo. And it can't get any better. The timing, I suppose. But this is still a 2-possession ball game. Made free throw. It will be 1 possession. There it is.
Now you're still in this after those 2 free throws. You don't need to foul, just 1 stop. I think Richie Rivero might be suffering from cramps right about now. Tyler Teo against the pressure. But they are able to send the ball to the steady hands of Evan Nelly. He uses the ball screen. Nelly for the kill shot. In and out. The rebound is loose. Picked up by Marcio. The pass. The dive. The takeaway for Richie. Rivero will pull it back out. And now you're forced to foul if you're the San Miguel Beermen. No other choice for SMB really but to give up a foul as CJ finally issues one. A lot of time burned by Phoenix.
What about that decision of Richie Rivera not to go for that layup right there? That was a quick one. Could have been 2 points for him. But time is on their side. And that is the right decision to make. But what about this 50-50 balls? Look at this. Everybody's just diving for that loose ball. Who kept it alive? There it is, Evan Nelly.
Then Richie changing his mind. He saw the rim first. He wanted to go on the attack and he saw the clock saying, well, I'll just pull it back out.
Exactly.
2 free throws made by Evan Nelly. And the San Miguel Beermen are in trouble. 109-103. 6-point Phoenix lead. 7.6 seconds remaining. It is a bucket, a stop, and another bucket that is required for the San Miguel Beermen right now, and they're down to only a 30-second timeout.
And a question right here, if you're Phoenix, would you rather foul and put them in the free throw line?
Meralco versus Blackwater, our first game on Wednesday as we head back to the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Followed by the TNT Tropang 5G against Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Oh, an early big meeting between those two title hopefuls here in the Philippine Cup. So make yourselves available. Be with us come October 15 inside the Big Dome.
Jump on the 4-point line. Jump up. Jump quick. Jump up there. Down. They shoot it.
And right now, if you're SMB, well, I don't think you have any other choice but to take a 3 or a 4 at this stage. 2-point shot might not help you a lot.
So an option for Phoenix is to foul early, just make them go to the free throw line. Instead of taking one shot, 4 points, but still time and score, so much advantage right here. For a Phoenix win, let's see what's going to happen.
Evan Nelly now has the best plus-minus. He is a plus 16, 9 points and 10 assists in the matchup. Let's see where this play goes for SMB. They're looking for something quick from the outside. Junmar pops out. Junmar will take a 4. Won't make it, and that will do it. Boy, a big-time win coming from the Phoenix Fuel Masters as they upset the San Miguel Beermen.
I'd like to give special mention to the big man of Phoenix Fuel Masters, Yusef Taha. You've got Balungay. You've got
Prince Caperal,
Prince
Matthew
Caperal.
Daves.
That's right. They just played so well. But you know, the guards are the ones who really saved the day for Coach Willie Miller.
Well, how about Richie Rivero? He was all sorts of frustrated in the first half. But when the second half came, a different Richie Rivero came into the ball game, aided by the playmaking of Evan Nelly. And this Babat Player of the Game is brought to you by Devon. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babat moments with your family only with Devon. Richie Rivero, our best player of this matchup as he leads his squad to a victory 109-103. But it wasn't just him, boy. It's a total team effort coming from the side of the Fuel Masters.
And just like what we said, no? Well, we gave special mention to the big men. It was actually the small men, the guards, who killed San Miguel here in this ball game.
You had the start coming from Tyler Teo, and then Evan Nelly just pushing the pace, still being aggressive even amidst that surge, the counterattack coming from SMB. They recovered, they were able to keep things afloat, and as a result, they scored this handsome victory, 109-103. They bounce back at 500 now, one win against a defeat. Meanwhile, a big surprise as the San Miguel Beermen slipped to 0-2 at the start of their Philippine Cup performance. We send it over to Bea Escudero with our top performer.
you maintained that kind of energy and mindset from start to finish and finally breaking the 11-game winning streak against San Miguel?
First of all, we came from a loss, diba? First game, and also for us, it's a rebuilding team. So we just want to start fresh. So we've been really so eager to get that first win the other day. But then, yung every time na natatalo kami or every time you fall down, things like that, na just get back up. Yun lang yung inisip namin na, okay, it's a powerhouse team, pero let's just give it all, diba? So nothing to lose.
Richie, you also did lead the team in scoring this tonight. How did you find your rhythm and of course, knowing just how high intensity yung game na to against San Miguel?
For me naman, I've been telling sila Coach Willie then and the other coaches, I'm gonna try to look to create for my teammates. If I'm open, I'm gonna take that. Yun lang naman din yung nangyari. So from the start, I got two fouls agad, diba? So medyo mabigat siya. I had to sit down for the rest of the half. Pero yun lang, hard work lang talaga. And siguro yung dedication ko to really get back kasi nga wala ako nung first half.
Alright, Richie, may gusto ka mo batiin or pasalamatan?
First of all, I want to thank God for this win. I want to thank my family who's been here supporting me, my mom. Also my dad, nasa game yata sila ng UP. I'm not so sure kung ano nangyari. Also my brother Prince, congrats on your first win again. My brother Sheed from Siargao. Also my little brothers. And shout out to 5. Also my other friends, Brent, James, Nono, and Doc Nikki. Shout out to 5.
All right, once again, our best player of the game, Richie Rivero. Now let's turn it over to the post-game press conference with our winning coach.
Phoenix ends their 10-game losing streak against the San Miguel Beermen. Good evening and welcome to our post-game press conference. I'm joined by our winning coach, Coach Willie Wilson. Congratulations, Coach Willie.
Thank you.
Coach, this is also your first win as head coach of Phoenix. How significant was the way the team won, leading almost the entire game and beating the defending champions?
Well, I mean, it's very significant, even without talking about the. It's very significant, even without talking about the 10-game losing streak. It's just, knowing that we have the ability to beat a champion team like SMB. You kind of get into that rut of man, what bad thing is going to happen next. So really for the players to actually know that this team is capable, that's big.
Coach, we also saw a change in the second half effort coming from the loss of your previous game. Today there was a sense of making sure you close this out. How would you like to see the players take their experiences from today in your upcoming preparations?
Pakiulit sa ano sinabi mo about the second half? Hindi ko narinig, sorry.
We saw a change in the second half effort compared to the last
effort, okay.
that you had. Today there was a sense of making sure that you close this out. How would you like to see the players take their experiences from today in your upcoming preparations?
Siyempre, as a coach, gusto ko na magre-react sila kahit hindi ako sumisigaw. Sumigaw ako kanina. Ayoko maging ganyan. Pero siyempre pag the moment calls for it, kagaya kinusap ako ni Richie sa practice yung isang araw. Kasi close kami nung, I think wala pa.
Since I was sa grade school po.
Nung grade school pa to, nakilala ko na to. Tatay niya coach ko, nung player pa ako. So we're very close. And lumapit siya sa akin. Tapos sinabi niya, Coach, do you think that you should shout more? Sabi ko, hindi naman ako ganyan. Pero he responded to that but when the time calls for it, don't you think you should? So, syempre, as a first-time head coach, malaki yan sa akin because for him to come up to me and make a suggestion like that takes bravery. So, I really thought about it and I felt really that the time called for it kanina. So the sense of urgency coming out of the second half, more than me shouting at them, I think it was them and their will to win and the camaraderie that they have as a team.
A fight to rise after stumbling in their first assignments. Phoenix and SMB wanting to score a bounce back early, and it was Tyler Teo who scored the first 2 buckets for the Phoenix Fieldmasters to establish some confidence knowing that they can hang against the San Miguel Beermen.
Well, it was a very good start at the part of this team. They had a good run. Look at these kinds of passes. Kai Balungay with a powerful slam underneath.
And that was really the big difference, the inside points and the assists coming from Phoenix as they got the jump against the San Miguel Beermen. But when the second unit came, good things happened for the San Miguel Beermen, led by a fitter, a healthier CJ Perez.
A lot of energy coming from the bench, coming from CJ Perez, Phoenix leading by 4 points, 27-23.
In the second quarter, we saw the value of the off-season signees for Phoenix, defending Junmar Fajardo and making shots outside. Prince Caparel had 3 of those, 3 threes in the first